ম্যাম ম্যাম
বলো।
বলছি ম্যাম আমার কুইজ অ্যাসাইনমেন্ট 4টা মিসিং বলছে আবার, কিন্তু মেলে কিন্তু স্কোর চলে এসেছে।
বুঝতে পারছি না, বলো।
কুইজ অ্যাসাইনমেন্ট 4 মিসিং বলছে, কিন্তু মেলে স্কোরটা চলে এসেছে।
তুমি যে সাবমিশন করেছিলে যখন, তখন মেল পেয়েছিলে?
হ্যাঁ, তখন মেল পেয়েছিলাম।
নাম্বারটা লেখা আছে ওখানে?
হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ, ওখানে লেখা
ব্যাস,
আছে।
তাহলে ওটা রেখে দাও, যখন আমার দরকার হবে আমি চেয়ে নেবো, ঠিক আছে?
ঠিক আছে ম্যাম, থ্যাংক ইউ।
Okay, good morning everyone. So in a previous class, we have already discussed the difference between while loop and do while loop, and doing some simple program and check what is the basic difference between while loop and do while loop. And we also doing a program, a simple program for loop also. And we check how the for loop actually works in our program. So I think there is no question from your side. Do you have? Then please ask. Do you have any question till now? Anyone? Then please ask. Otherwise, I'm moving on to the next topic, which is array. So do you have any question? Then please ask about any till now, whatever we have covered. If you have any question, please ask. Related loops, related any other things. If you have any question, then ask. Otherwise, I move on to the next topic, which is array. Okay, so let's start array. Okay, so we all know that what is array. So can you please tell me, anyone, what is the definition for array?
Ma'am, array is a special type of data structure which can store integer and float variables.
No, array can store the character type of data also. This is not called array, this is called string. Am I right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So array is a data structure. We can say that array is a data structure where we can store the similar types of data at a time, similar types of data at a time in contiguous memory location, in contiguous memory location. So array is a, or we use this type of definition also. An array is a group of elements that share a common name and that are differentiated from one another by their positions within the array. Obviously, because array, we all know that array defined as a set of homogeneous data means similar types of data. That's why when we declare our array, now I'm talking about only single dimensional array. I'm not talking about any two-dimensional array. I'm just talking about single dimensional array. So when we declare the array, firstly we have to declare the data type of that array. So data type of that array means we have to basically declare the array elements data type. Means suppose I'm going to initialize or I'm going to declare a array which name is ARR. So before writing ARR, we have to define the data type of ARR. So data type of ARR, suppose I'm writing int ARR. In place of this data type, I'm writing ARR. Sorry, int, int, after that space, then ARR. It means that ARR is my array. So my array name is ARR, and it can store only the integer types of data. Integer type of data. What is the meaning of that? Meaning ARR can't store any float or character type of data, because I'm declaring that my ARR only store the integer type of data. So when we, yes Priya, do you have any question? Priya Tiwari, do you have any question? I can't hear you properly, Priya. What is your question? Can you please tell me one more time?
No, ma'am, I have no question.
Okay, fine. So when we declare int integer, for integer we declare int, after that ARR. So basically we say that before declaring array name, we have to declare the data type of that array. So data type of that array means my array, my ARR only store this type of data only, whatever I am declaring before declaring the array name. So obviously when we store, suppose now after that, after declaring data type, then space, then ARR, suppose int ARR, after within third bracket open close, we have to declare here array size. Array size. So what is the meaning of that array size? Array size means, suppose I have 5 elements to store in my array at a time, and I have to read that 5 elements, means I compiler collect these 5 elements from user and print those 5 elements in my output screen according to their index number or their position. So we all know that it is very obvious that ARR0 contains 1 and ARR1 contains 2. So obviously we can identify each and every data by their position within the array, because same position এ কখনোই দুটো ডেটা বসতে পারে না. It may be insert করতে পারি আমরা. Insert means first we create a space for that particular in between that particular array, then we can insert a new element, or we delete the element. How to delete the element? Suppose we have to overwrite a element into that particular exist element. So this can happen in case of insertion and deletion, but in a same position, in a same index number, it is not possible that two different elements are placed in a same index number or same position. It is not possible even between the array. So we can identify each and every element by their position within the array. So data type, array name, after that we have to declare here array size. Array size means, suppose I am declaring here suppose 10, means I am to declare my array size is 10. What is the meaning of that? Meaning that I am working with 10 elements at a time when we declare the array size, or we can work with less than 10 elements, but until or unless we increase the array size, we can't work with a greater than 10 elements. Am I clear to everyone? Suppose I am declaring here int arr 10, means my array which name is arr can store at a time maximum 10 integer value, which index number is 0 to 9, total 10 number of elements. If we want, we work less than 10 elements. Suppose আমি size declare করেছিলাম 10, but we don't require that type of memory or that type of index number. We actually work with a 5 elements. Other 5 elements place is basically wastage, nothing else. Because I'm declaring 10 elements, actually when we declare, we actually don't know how many elements we have. That's why I'm declaring much more large my array, nothing else. But when we actually work in our program, according to our problem statement, actually I am working with a 5 elements, but my array size is 10. So basically the another 5 index place basically wastage. But suppose I'm declaring 10 is my array size, so I know that I'm working with maximum 10 number of integer values. But according to my problem statement, we have to work actually 11 number of integer values. In that particular case, we have to first create the index or position in our array. Whatever the logic is for that, this is another thing. So first we create the index or position into that particular array. After that, we actually insert our 11th number of integer value. Otherwise, we can't, size is 10, but we work with the 11 elements. It's not possible until or unless we increase our array size by 1. So whatever your program statement is, you have to declare the array size according to that. Maybe you work with 5 or 6 elements, you maybe use 7 or 8 your array size, and you work with 5 elements or 6 elements, so other 2 elements position is basically wastage. It's fine, no problem with that. Now the next thing is so there are 3 types of array. We know that, one dimensional array and 2 dimensional array. Basically we work with these 2 types of array, one dimensional array and 2 dimensional array. Whatever we have already done the array program, all are in 1 dimensional array and 2 dimensional array also. But no multi-dimensional array program. Till now we don't do any multi-dimensional array program. Okay, so we talk about first 1 dimensional array, then 2 dimensional array, after that multi-dimensional array. Then what is multi-dimensional array? So after 2 dimensional array, we will discuss about that. What is multi-dimensional array? So this is a basic syntax. We all know that data type, array name, after that size. So this is my array declaration when we write a code using 1 dimensional array. So this is a data type of this array, which name is A. Data type of array means A can store only integer type of values, and within third bracket open close that there is a size, means this can hold on at most 3 integer type of values. And obviously we know that array index should start with 0 and end with n minus 1. If my n value is 3, then array indexing starting from 0, 1 and 2. Why it's required? It's required because after declaring the array, we have to put our values into that particular array index wise. Am I clear? Suppose I have 5 elements. My array name is ARR. So after declaring, the thing is, I am declaring a array in my memory location, and this array holds only integer types of data, and at most it can hold 5 integer types of value, which indexing is starting from 0 and ending with 4, because here n is equal to 5. So we know that the lower index is 0 and the upper index is n minus 1. Here n is equal to 5, that wise 5 minus 1, 4. So array indexing starting from 0, end with 4. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Total 5 elements my array can store at a time. Is it clear? Now suppose I have to enter these 5 elements according to the index number. So why index number is required? Why index number is required? So till now I have a array and there is a 5 different index which is starting with 0 ending with 4. Now I'm going to put the values for that particular array, 5 different values. Suppose I'm going to enter 10, 20, 30, 40 and 50. These 5 elements to the 5 index number to my array. So 10 goes to 0, 20 goes to 1, 30 goes to 2, something like that, till my upper index position. So if we want to put those values to the existing array, then we have to create a loop. Why? Because until or unless, what I want to say that, suppose first position is 0, ARR 0. So ARR 0 is my lower index position of my array. Now I'm going to put this 10 into ARR 0. I'm going to put 20 into ARR 1. So I'm going to put 30 into ARR 2, something like that. So same work actually happen repeated times until we reach the highest index number. So that particular reason we have to work with loop, because একই কাজ আমি n number of times করব, একই কাজ আমি n number of times করব. That's why for inserting elements we have to execute a loop. Why? Because until or unless you execute a loop, you can't get any index number, because compiler knows that there is an array and this array lower index is 0 and upper index is n minus 1. Compiler knows that. But user actually describe that thing that I want to put 10 into index number 0. I want to put 20 at index number 1 or something like that. So for that reason, compiler actually execute same thing repeated times. For that reason, we have to execute a loop. And if we execute a loop, we can get easily a index number of my array. So using those index number, we can actually put our values to the array easily, nothing else. So I'm going to share the screen of how to write a program. After that, we discuss another thing. Okay. Suppose I am going to declare here int ARR, suppose 5. So this is my array name. This is my array name ARR, and ARR store only integer type of value. So how many value? 5 integer value at most. Maybe it can store 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or maximum 5 elements. Ekhono obdi it can store maximum 5 elements. Until or unless I am increasing the array size, it can't store 6 number of elements at a time. Am I clear? And we have to declare here another variable for loop variable, because I am going to execute a loop. Why? Because I want to insert 5 elements to my array and I'm going to print those elements according to array index position. Are you getting my point? I'm going to insert 5 elements and I'm going to print those elements index wise, nothing else. Simple read and display of n number of elements using array. The same problem. Read and display n number of elements using array. So here n is 5. So there is no requirement for declaring other in n, no requirement of declaring any n, because I'm in my array size is 5 and I'm going to work with 5 elements also. Fine. Suppose now I'm writing here printf, suppose enter array elements. Now I am simply print this line into my output screen, enter array elements. So when we enter array elements, so basically compiler store the elements whatever I am inputting for this array, each and every value store for each and every index. Array 0 te ektai value boshbe, array 1 e ektai value boshbe. So we have to clear that one to the compiler, because আমি যতক্ষণ compiler কে এটা করতে না বলবো, compiler doesn't understand how to store the elements into the array. Compiler, till now compiler জানে there is an array which size is 5, nothing else, and array indexing is 0 to 4. Total 5 elements is there maximum. Now I'm going to enter one by one value to my array according to my array index position. According to my array index position. For that particular reason, we have to work with a loop. We execute a loop because one work repeated again and again. Same work repeat again and again. That's why we actually work here with a loop for inserting one by one element to my array according to the index position. So for that reason, we write here for my loop variable is I. So I is equal to 0. Why 0? This 0 means my lower index number. Now how do we connect this lower index number to my inserting value? I'm just telling about that. So I is equal to 0. It means that I am inserting 10 at lower index number. So 0 is my lower index number. We all know that lower index starting is 0 and ending with n minus 1. Here n is equal to 5. That's why upper index is 4. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 elements. Please clear it yourself. I is equal to 0 means 0 is my lower index. So we initialize our I, which is our loop variable, initialize our I with 0. Am I clear? So according to our syntax, there is a semicolon. After that, we have to write here our condition. Obviously, my index number is starting from 0 and ending with 4 because I have 5 elements and I have my array size also 5. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 elements. So if it starts with 0, obviously it ends with 4. So according to my condition, the I less than 5, not I less than is equal to 5. No, because if my indexing starting from 1, then we can write that I less than is equal to 5. But my lower index starting with 0 and 0 less than 5 means 0, one time loop is executing for 0, 1 for 1, then 2, then 3, then 4. Less than 5 means 4. And obviously there is a increment of I plus plus, because first time index value is 0, second time index value is 1, next time index value is 2 or something like that. That's why we have to increase our loop variable by +1. That's why I am writing here I plus plus. Next, now we have to collect the values from the user, because I'm going to insert 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Someone is there who wants to insert 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Someone is there who wants to input some random values. So we have to user defined line, because for inserting 5 elements and it is depend on the user. That's why we have to use here scanf line. Why? Because compiler asks to user to input the 5 integer type of values. So we all know that for that reason we have to write down the scanf line. So scanf, the data type of each and every element is integer. So obviously there is a %d, no problem with that. After that, what is my array name? ARR within third bracket my loop variable. Now what is the meaning of that? Why I'm writing this one in that way? Because I'm already telling you repeated times that whatever value we have inserted for array, whatever the maximum size of your array, it may be 5 elements, it may be 10 elements. According to this example, I have 5 elements. And this is my array index. Sorry, there is an ampersand sign. Okay, so this is my array index. So এক্ষুনি আমি কি বললাম loop লেখার সময়? So the 0 is my lower index number. So ampersand ARR 0. Now I'm going to input 10. We all know that in scanf line, whatever the value I'm inputting, this value actually assigning to the according variable name. We all know that, because when we doing 2 plus 2 means the addition program, what we are writing? %d, comma, ampersand A, comma, ampersand B, something like that. So when we put 2, this 2 actually stored in against of A. When we put 3, this 3 actually stored against B. So similarly, whatever the value we have inputting for the first time when loop is executed, when I value is 0, suppose I am inputting 10, so ampersand ARR 0 means these 10 actually stored in the position or in the index number 0, means ARR 0 now holds 10. Firstly, it holds some garbage value. Now I am replacing those garbage value by 10. Now, second time my loop executed. So before checking the condition, it will incremented by 1. So now my I value is 1. Okay. Now my I value is 1, and obviously 1 is less than 5. No problem with the condition. So again, now I'm going to insert 20. So ampersand ARR 1 means I'm putting 20 now. So 20 actually stored against ARR 1, which is the second position of my array. Now this will happen for I2, this will happen for I3, and this will happen for I4 also. So all the index position are filled up now by my putting values. I am putting 10, 20, 30, 40 and 50. So all these 5 integer values actually stored in a index number position. ARR 0 holds 10, ARR 1 holds 20, ARR 2 holds 30, ARR 3 holds 40 and ARR 4 holds 50. So same thing we have to repeat again and again until we reach the higher index. That's why we are using here for loop. That's why we using here for loop. Because it's not possible that my array suppose holds 50 elements. So it's not possible that I'm going to insert 50 elements using some 50 another variable. This is not possible. That's why we are simply execute the index number here, and obviously the loop in initialization with a lower index which is 0 and end with a n minus 1, end with a less than n minus 1. So less than n means till n minus 1. So here if I am writing 4, it's also true, but if you write less than is equal to 4. So there is no meaning of 4 because my array size is 5. That's why we are writing in this way, that less than is equal to 5. So 0 to 4 is equal to, and 0 less than 5, both are meaning same. Both are meaning same. So if using this loop, we actually insert each and every element to my array index according to my index number. And obviously index number starting with 0 and ending with n minus 1. So after inserting each and every element, till now I am declaring an array and I am inserting 5 elements into my array. So compiler till now knows that there is a 5 element according to ARR index position, starting with 0, ending with n minus 1, and there is a 10, 20, 30, 40 and 50. Now I'm going to print those elements according to my index number. আমি চেক করব যে সত্যি করেই আমি ARR 0 তে 10 দিয়েছি কিনা. So I am going to simple print those elements according to the index size, according to my ARR index size, nothing else. Okay, so here another printf line we can write that the array is. It is used for differentiate, nothing else. Firstly, we enter the array elements and then we print the array. Print the array means I am going to print the elements of that array, nothing else. I am just differentiate from this part to this part, nothing else. Now, so similar way, when we insert the array, insert the elements of the array, we have to execute the loop. We know that. So same thing is happen for printing the elements of array also, because insert করার সময় যদি আমাদেরকে loop ঘোরাতে হয়, তাহলে it is very obvious that print out করার সময়তেও আমাদেরকে loop ঘোরাতে হবে, নালে আমি array index অনুযায়ী ভ্যালু গুলো পাবো কি করে. This is a very obvious thing. So for that reason we have to execute the for loop again for fetch the values from the particular index number. এই লুপটা ঘুরিয়ে আমি array insert করেছি. Now I am going to print those values into the output monitor. So we have to fetch the values from the particular index number. So we need the values and we need the index number also. So if we need the index number, then we obviously execute the for loop. Until or unless we execute the for loop, we can't get any index number. It is not possible. So for, I'm going to execute the loop again. I equals to 0, I less than 5 and I plus plus. And I'm going to simple print here. I'm going to simple print here the values of my array elements according to the array index size. According to the array index size. That's why I'm writing here printf double inverted quote ARR %d. Why I'm writing in that way? I'm telling you that just a minute. Is equal to I comma ARR I. So why I'm writing in that way? I'm telling you repeated times that I'm going to print the values or print the elements according to my array index size or array index position. According to my array index position. So I'm going to print that thing. Why? Because ARR %d. ARR %d. So %d means this I. Why this I? See, this statement is dependent on this loop because I'm writing this statement in between this for loop within second bracket open close. That means this printf line is totally depend on this. Also this printf scanf line is depend on this. We all know that. Now, first time my for loop is executed, I value is 0. So compiler and I obviously less than 5. Sorry, 0 is less than 5. No problem. So compiler compile this line. Here it will see that ARR %d. Now what is the meaning of this %d? This I. Because this I is an integer type of variable. Integer type of variable. So in this %d place, it puts this I. Now what is I value? 0. So basically in my output monitor, what we are actually see in our monitor that ARR 0 because this %d is used for this I and this I value is 0 according to my loop. So ARR 0 এত অবধি প্রিন্ট হয়ে গেল কম্পাইলারে is equal to এটাও প্রিন্ট হয়ে গেল then %d. Now this %d is for ARRI. This %d is used for this ARRI. Now ARRI means ARR 0. Now ARR 0 তে কে বসে আছে? আমি এখানে কি ভ্যালু দিয়েছিলাম? 10. So ARR %d is equal to 10. I'm just want to print that one. So this total thing happened for the 5 times because my loop is executed for 5 times because my array size is 5 and I have worked with 5 elements also. So this same thing will happen for the 5 times. So first time when loop is executed, this total thing is executed for I equals to 0. Next time when loop is executed, so before going to the condition, it will incremented by 1. Sorry. It will incremented by 1. It will incremented by 1. So now the I value is 1. So ARR1 is equal to ARR1. So in ARR1 there is a 20. So ARR1 is equal to 20. Something like that. So this is a simple program for read and display 5 number of elements or n number of elements. If you want, then you work with 5 elements. If you want, then you increase some size here and work with n number of elements. Maybe your n is 5, maybe your n is 9, 7, 8, whatever you want, according to our problem statement. Okay. Now I'm going to place a \n here and I'm going to run this program. So enter array elements, suppose 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 because there is a 5 elements. Now I am putting enter. Now what you can see, the array is, now I am writing here the array is, so the array is, now ARR0 is equal to 10. Actually I am inputting this way, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So according to that, ARR0 position holds 10, ARR1 20, ARR2 30 or something like that. And see, array indexing starting with 0 and ending with n minus 1. Here n is 5, that's why my loop index number starting with 0. So lower index number is 0 and upper index number is 4. So this is a simple program for one-dimensional array or single-dimensional array. A simple program. So when we work with an array, single-dimensional array, I am talking about single-dimensional array or one-dimensional array, we have to execute the loop for inserting the elements. And according to my problem statement, if we want to print the elements of my array, we again execute the loop for that. Because until or unless you execute the loop, you can't get the array index. যতক্ষণ না আমি এই লুপটা না চালাবো ততক্ষণ আমি এই array indexটা পাবো না। Because একটা arrayতে it's made possible that an array can hold 50 number of elements at a time. 50 number of elements at a time. So it is not possible that we have to work with this 50 number of elements singly. It is not possible. So for that particular reason, actually we have to work with array index number. We actually work with the array index number. So if we want to work with the array index number, we execute our loop. And in that particular case, for loop is the best way to initialize or print your array elements or something like that. So whenever we do the one-dimensional program, program using one-dimensional array, for inserting array elements, we have to execute a loop. And obviously loop index starting from lower index with 0 and upper index means ending with n minus 1. And if we want to print the array elements, and it is totally depend on my what is my problem statement. So if we want to print the array elements, then we again execute the for loop. Similar way, the lower index is 0 and end with n minus 1. Now there is a question is that I want to print a particular location element. I have to print a particular location element. Then there is no requirement for executing any loop. There is no requirement for executing any loop. Because when we insert the elements, we know that কোন পজিশনে আমি কোন এলিমেন্ট দিয়েছি, user know that. But I'm going to simply print a particular index number or particular elements. Suppose I'm going to print, suppose ARR2 position value, nothing else, ARR2 position value. So we don't require printing those, execute those for loop. Simple, we have to write here, just sorry, see this printf is there. So here I'm writing the second position element is %d or element is something we write in that way, ARRD %d is equal to %d, comma, I comma, sorry, not I, it's not like that, is percent D comma A RR sub 1, because 1 is my second position of my array. Second position of my array. So forget about this line. You see, if we run this program, then what's happened? See, the second position elements is 20, because here I'm not printing all the elements of my array. I'm simple print the second position element. So according to my insertion, second position is, second position e ke boshe ache? 20. So here simply the second position element is 20. So if we, this is totally depend on our problem statement, that if we want to, if we problem statement says that you print the elements, total elements of your array, then you have to execute the loop. But in case of insertion the elements of your array, it is obviously that if you insert, for inserting elements in your array, you have to work with a loop. You execute the for loop. So do you have any question? According to that?
No, ma'am.
Okay. So write a program first. Write down a program. Write a program. Write a C program. Write a C program to find out the largest element of your array. Largest element of your array. Whatever you use, your laptop or desktop or mobile, please write it down. If you have compiler, then write it down in that. If you have mobile, then write it down in your online compiler. I'm just going to share you screen first. If you have laptop, desktop, if you have compiler, then write your program on that compiler. If you don't have any compiler, use online C compiler. Those who have used mobile, open online C compiler and write the program. I'm going to share your screen. You have 10 minutes first. Do it first. And all of you, please open your video. All of you, please open your video. Don't open the mic. Open your video. Okay, do it fast. Do it fast.
ম্যাম ওয়েবক্যাম নেই বলে ভিডিও অন করতে দিচ্ছে না ম্যাম।
Okay, no problem. যাদের webcam নেই, no problem. Write it down program first. I'm going to share your screen. Oshin Jyoti, are you there? Oshin Jyoti, are you there?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, write your program first. I'm going to share your screen.
ম্যাম
হ্যাঁ বলো।
ম্যাম কি প্রোগ্রাম লিখতে হবে?
ওই লার্জেস্ট এলিমেন্ট অফ দ্য অ্যারে।
লার্জেস্ট এলিমেন্ট অফ দ্য অ্যারে। ওকে, থ্যাংক ইউ।
অসীমজ্যোতি হয়েছে লেখা? Can you please share your screen? Can you please share your screen, Oshinjyoti? Abhay, I'm not talking about you. I'm going to check your screen sometimes later, okay? I'm talking about Oshinjyoti. Oshinjyoti, please share your screen.
Okay, ma'am.
I know that Abhay, you write it absolutely fine. Okay. Oshinjyoti, are you there? Can you hear me? Debangshu Ganguly, can you please share your screen? Debangshu Ganguly, are you there?
ইয়েস ম্যাম, বাট আমার ল্যাপটপ বা পিসি কোনোটাই নেই।
দরকার নেই, কি থেকে জুম করছো?
মোবাইল থেকে।
হ্যাঁ, তো মোবাইলে কম্পাইলার আছে তো, হয়তো আমি যতদূর জানি।
ম্যাম আমার আবার সাপোর্ট নেয় না।
সাপোর্ট নাই না মানে বুঝতে পারলাম না।
আমার করা হয় না, মানে ওখানে লিখতে
তাহলে
যাই কিন্তু
তুমি
লেখা হয় না।
প্রোগ্রাম করো কি করে যখন অ্যাসাইনমেন্ট সাবমিট করো?
স্যার একটা ফ্রেন্ডের ইয়ে থেকে করি, ল্যাপটপ থেকে।
ফ্রেন্ডের ল্যাপটপ থেকে কি করে পাও?
ওর বাড়ি যায়, মানে ওর বাড়ি আমার বাড়ির পাশাপাশি, তাই।
আচ্ছা, তাহলে এরপরে যখন এক্সাম হবে ফর 60 মার্কস কি করবে? ওর বাড়িতে গিয়ে পরীক্ষা দেবে?
হ্যাঁ ম্যাম,
আর
তাছাড়া তো
খালি অ্যাসাইনমেন্টের জন্যই ওর বাড়িতে যাও, তা বাদে আর নিজের প্র্যাকটিসের কোনো দরকার নেই, তাই তো? মানে তাতেই তোমার প্রোগ্রাম সব হয়ে যায়।
না ম্যাম,
আর
যখন
তোমার
যাই বিকেলে
বলছি,
তখন
তোমার
করি।
স্মার্টফোনে লোকে প্রোগ্রাম করে তার স্ক্রিনশট দিয়ে দিচ্ছে, আর তোমার স্মার্টফোনে সাপোর্ট করে না মানে আমি ঠিক বুঝতে পারলাম না এক্স্যাক্টলি কি সাপোর্ট করে না বলো তো?
ম্যাম অনলাইন কম্পাইলারে যখন লিখতে যাই কোনো কিছু লেখা হয় না, টাইপ হয় না।
হোয়াটসঅ্যাপ, ফেসবুক এগুলো হয়? হয় এগুলো?
হ্যাঁ।
হয়তো?
হুম।
তাহলে সেম কিবোর্ড ইউজ করে হোয়াটসঅ্যাপ, ফেসবুক হয়, কিন্তু সেম কিবোর্ড ইউজ করে অনলাইন কম্পাইলারে সি এর কোড লেখা যায় না? মানে ব্যাপারটা কিরকম
ম্যাম
একটু
ম্যাম
মানে
লিখতে দেয় না,
কিরকম একটু
লিখতে
লাগছে
যায়
না?
তো
মানে
লেখা হয় না।
আমার শুধু নয়, বাকি যারা 41 জন এখানে 40 জন আছে তাদেরকে একটু জিজ্ঞাসা করো, এটা কেমন একটা হাস্যকর ব্যাপার না?
ম্যাম
মানে কি
ওটা তো
সবার
এবার
ফোনে তো 5টা 7টা করে কিবোর্ড থাকে না, একটাই কিবোর্ড থাকে, আমার ফোনেও তাই আছে, মোস্ট প্রবাবলি আমি যতদূর জানি তোমাদের ফোনেও তাই আছে। তাহলে সেখান থেকে হোয়াটসঅ্যাপ, ফেসবুকে টাইপ হয়, কিন্তু নেটও হচ্ছে ঠিকঠাক, কারণ কি ক্লাসও চলছে জুমে, কোনো অসুবিধা হচ্ছে না তোমার দিক থেকে, অডিও
ম্যাম
বা
নেট
ভিডিওতে
ওয়াইফাই
কোনো
চলে।
প্রবলেম নেই। তাহলে তোমার কম্পাইলারে প্রোগ্রাম লেখার সময় কম্পাইলারে সাপোর্ট করে না মানে আমি ঠিক, মানে টেকনিক্যালি বলো, ইউ আর আ টেকনিক্যাল স্টুডেন্ট, কোন দিক দিয়ে সাপোর্ট করে না একটু বলো?
লিখতে দেয় না ম্যাম, যখন লিখতে যায় তখন কোনো টাইপ হয় না।
আচ্ছা, যখন লিখতে যাও তখন কোনো টাইপ হয় না, কিন্তু প্রোগ্রামিং এন্ড অ্যাসাইনমেন্ট বন্ধুর বাড়িতে গিয়ে করো। ফাইন, গুড, ভেরি গুড। সঙ্গীতা, প্রোগ্রাম লেখা হয়েছে?
হ্যাঁ ম্যাম।
শেয়ার করো স্ক্রিন।
ম্যাম এই যে শেয়ার বাটনে চাপ দিয়ে শেয়ার করব?
শেয়ার বাটনে চাপ দিয়ে আইদার তুমি যে প্রোগ্রামটা করেছো তার স্ক্রিনশট তোলো, তুলে
হ্যাঁ।
শেয়ার বাটনে গিয়ে ওখানে দেখো ফটো শেয়ার করা যায়, সেইভাবে শেয়ার করতে পারো। আর যদি তোমার ইউআরএলটা মানে ওখানে অপশনও দেয়, যদি তুমি মোবাইল থেকেই করে থাকো অনলাইন কম্পাইলারে,
হুম।
যদি সেটা করে থাকো তাহলে ওখানে গিয়ে ওপেন ইউআরএল করে দেয়, সেটাও করতে পারো, যা খুশি যেটা তোমার তোমার মনে হবে সেটা করতে পারো।
আচ্ছা
এটা কে শেয়ার করছো?
ম্যাম, আমারটা শেয়ার দেখাচ্ছে না, কারণ অন্য কেউ করছে।
অন্য কেউ শেয়ার করছে, যে শেয়ার করছো সে শেয়ারটা অফ করো তো। করো তুমি এবার।
হুম। ম্যাম আমি স্ক্রিনশট তুলে নিই, তারপর দিচ্ছি।
করো।
ম্যাম দেখা যাচ্ছে?
হ্যাঁ দেখা যাচ্ছে, বাট
ম্যাম
তুমি
এইটুকু।
লিখেছো, আমাকে দাঁড়াও, আমাকে একটু দেখতে দাও।
হ্যাঁ
printf করেছো,
আমি এই
scanf করে n নিয়েছো, fine. After that you entered the array elements, but Shongita, in your scanf line, second scanf line, there is a mistake because there is no ampersand
হ্যাঁ
for
হ্যাঁ ম্যাম
AI. Okay, but your program is not completed till now.
হ্যাঁ ম্যাম আমি কমপ্লিট করতে পারিনি, আমি এইটুকু বুঝে বুঝে করলাম, তারপরে আর
Okay, try to write that one. Okay, stop your share.
আচ্ছা
Abhay, can you please share your screen?
Okay, ma'am. Alright. Hello.
I can't see anything
Ma'am,
till
hello.
now. Abhay. Yes, Abhay.
Yes, ma'am. Actually, when I am typing the web, when I am typing the web URL, ma'am, it is not
Yes.
showing the program I have written.
Yes, if
So
you
I will do
use-
just after taking screen.
ha. Okay, no problem.
Okay, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Can you see, ma'am?
Yes. You have predefined your values. Then
Yes,
you.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I have not taken from the user.
Okay,
I
okay,
have
no problem.
defined it.
Okay, no problem with that. So if n less than
And then, ma'am.
AI, n less than AI, so you have to compare your. Acha, n is your 0. Okay, fine. So n.
Yes, ma'am. I have
less
taken
than 10,
initialize it 0 initial.
Okay. Can you please show the output?
Okay, ma'am. Let me run again. Yes, can you see it? Here is the output.
Till now, I'm not
67.
seeing anything. Yes. I'm seeing. 1 minute. Can you please? Okay. Fine.
Yes, ma'am.
Abhay.
As you can see in the 67 is the largest element.
Yes. So when we done your program in a compiler, then please not predefine that one. Okay, must be user
Yes,
defined.
ma'am. Actually.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Fine. I understand that you in a hurry. That's why you predefined your values.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, no problem. Okay, fine.
Thank you.
Okay, make it one thing clear for everyone that you have already got the marks of about 40, right? Out of 40, you have already get the marks according to your physical response in the class as well as in a phase of response of in a lockdown phase. But there is a still 60 marks there, and you have to get I think most of the people wants to get the maximum marks out of 60. So for that reason, I'm going to take a exam for each and every one. And there is a session of 10 people at a time for 1 hour. Whatever the problem statement is, you have to ready with your machine or your desktop or your laptop or your friend's desktop or friend's laptop, whatever it is. Okay, you have to ready with that one. And in between this 1 hour time, you have to show me the code with output. Each and every 10 people in between these 60 minutes. So I'm going to make a team. Now I'm going to make the team myself for 10 people at a time. And there is a 60 people. So 6 time is there, different time for 60 people. And everyone show me the code in a live session. And problem statement, after giving the problem statement, the time is start. And in between 1 hour, you have to run your code and show me the output. So as well as you have to face a viva in a live session. Okay? Shottopriya, please put off your audio. And you have to face a viva. According to that performance, you have to, whatever you doing in your lab, the same thing, but in a online, nothing else, because we don't know that কতদিন এই ফেজ লকডাউনের ফেজ চলবে সেটা আমরা জানি না। So if there is a physical exam is there, then no problem. Whatever your physical response is there, the marks will be updated in that way. But before that, if we want to put the marks out of 60, we have to take our exam in that way, because we don't have any other option. So in a live session, there is a 10 people at a time, 1 hour time. After giving the program statement, you have 1 hour time and you have to write down the code. And before that, we have to complete all our syllabus. Try to complete all our syllabus, because we have already completed till pointer. Now we have just structure and files. So we have to complete our syllabus, then our exam is done. So কোন 10 জন সেটা আমি ঠিক করব, and I'm giving this list in your Google Classroom and your exam date. But before that, all of you, please make sure that before come for the exam, you have your own system. And please don't say this type of exit that আমার কিপ্যাডে এটা নিচ্ছে না, আমার অনলাইনে এটা হয় না, আমার কাছে কম্পাইলার নেই। যদি স্মার্টফোন থাকে তাহলে স্মার্টফোনের কম্পাইলারই কম্পাইল করে দেখাবে, বিকজ এখন তো আর এটা সম্ভব নয় যে পরীক্ষার জন্য ল্যাপটপ বা কম্পিউটার কিনতে যাবে, ইটস নট পসিবল। যা আছে তাতেই করে দেখাবে, যেরকম ভাবে
ম্যাম একটা কথা বলবো।
অ্যাসাইনমেন্ট হয়। হ্যাঁ বলো
ম্যাম, বলছি যে সেই টাইমে যখন এক্সামের টাইমে যদি কোনো রকমের নেট ইস্যু হয়, নেটের প্রবলেম হয়,
দেখো
তখন
সেটা
সেটা
তো
কি হবে?
শুধু তোমাদের কেন, সেটা তো আমারও হতে পারে।
হ্যাঁ ম্যাম, সেটার
সেটা তো
জন্যই বলছি, আমার
টেকনিক্যাল
মাথায়
ফল্ট,
আসলো তাই
কিছু
জন্য।
করার নেই। বাট আমি ক্লাস নিতে গিয়ে দেখেছি মোস্ট অফ দ্য পিপল, তোমাদের কারোর সেরকম কোনো প্রবলেম হয় না। হ্যাঁ, কাউকে কাউকে হয়তো রিজয়েন করতে হয়, বিকজ তোমাদের টাইমিংটা লিমিট, আমার টাইমিংটা লিমিট নয়। সেটাতেও সে রিজয়েন করবে, সেখানে যতটুকু টাইম যাচ্ছে সেই টাইমটুকু তাকে দেওয়া হবে।
আচ্ছা,
এটা তো টেকনিক্যাল ব্যাপার, সেটাতে কোনো চিন্তা নেই। কারোর হয়তো সেই তখন তার ওয়েদার খারাপ, কোনোভাবেই নেট হচ্ছে না, কানেক্ট হচ্ছে না, বাট এক্সাম তাকে দিতেই হবে। এইটা ভাবার কোনো কারণ নেই যে প্রত্যেক দিন আমার ওয়েদার খারাপ হবে আর প্রত্যেক দিন নেটের প্রবলেম থাকবে আর আমি এক্সামটা দেবো না। সে করতেই পারো, কোনো প্রবলেম নেই। সিম্পল ইউ গেট আ 0 out of 60, because I think I'm giving the marks all of you না 40, বিকজ আমি জানি যে দিনের পর দিন এখানে ক্লাস জয়েন করে না, এরকমও অনেক লোক আছে, তারাও
Ma'am,
আউট অফ
আরেকটা-
40 মার্কস পেয়ে গেছো, আউট অফ
Ma'am,
40
আরেকটা
মার্কস
question
সবাই
ছিল।
পেয়ে গেছো। কাজেই এবার আউট অফ 60 মার্কস পেতে গেলে নিজেদেরকে একটু খাটতে হবে। আউট অফ 40 মার্কস আমার মনে হয় আমি কাউকে 30 এর কম দিইনি, ইফ আই এম নট রং। এনিওয়ান, কেউ কেউ এখানে নেই যে 30 এর কম পেয়েছো, এক্সেপ্ট এমডি আদিপ, বিকজ ও পুরো এই ফেজে ও ক্লাসে ছিলই না, ও জয়েন করেছে আগের দিন ক্লাসে গুগল ক্লাসরুমে এবং এই লাইভ সেশন, হোয়াট এভার, সেটা আমার দেখার দরকার নেই, সেটা তার পার্সোনাল প্রবলেম। একমাত্র মনে হয় ও ছাড়া কেউ 30 এর কম পেয়েছো বলে আমার মনে হয় না, কিন্তু এবার আউট অফ 60 তে একটু মার্কস পেতে গেলে নিজেদেরকে খাটতে হবে। তো আমি এটা ভীষণ ক্লিয়ার করে বলে দিলাম যে 10 জনের এক একটা করে টিম হবে, মিন্স 6টা ক্লাস হবে, 6 দিনে 6টা পরীক্ষা হবে এক্সামে। কোন উইকে হবে কি ব্যাপার সেটা অন্তত পক্ষে আমি 2-3-4 দিন আগে থেকে বলে দেব। কোন 10 জন কোন সময় ঢুকতে হবে জুম মিটিং এ সেটাও আমি আগে থেকে বলে দেব। এই 10 জনের টিমটা আমি তৈরি করব যে কোন 10 জন, এটা তোমরা নাও। প্রবলেম স্টেটমেন্ট তখনই দেওয়া হবে, and after giving the problem statement there is a 1 hour and you have to done your program in between this 1 hour. Done your program means write your code and show the output. If you don't show the output, then your marks will be deducted in for you getting the marks for writing the code only, nothing else, and it's depend on your viva also.
ম্যাম বলছিলাম
Okay.
কতগুলো প্রোগ্রাম থাকবে বা এরকম কিছু?
এটা এখনো কিছু ডিসাইড করিনি আমি। যদি ছোট প্রোগ্রাম হয় তাহলে 2-3টে থাকবে, যদি একটা বড় প্রোগ্রাম হয় তাহলে একটাই থাকবে, সেটা আমি বলতে পারছি না এখনই কি থাকবে। প্রায় 10 জনের জন্য 10 রকম প্রোগ্রাম থাকবে, এটা ভেরি ক্লিয়ার।
ম্যাম আমাদের এই সিলেবাসে
Sohaib,
ডেটা
please tell
স্ট্রাকচার
me.
এইসব আছে?
ডেটা স্ট্রাকচারের মধ্যেই অ্যাকচুয়ালি অ্যারে এগুলো পড়ে যায়, ঠিক আছে?
আর লিংক লিস্ট
তা
এগুলো
বাদে-
থাকছে না তো না?
তা বাদে আর কি থাকছে সেটা আমি একটু সিলেবাসটা দেখে তোমাকে বলবো, তুমিও চেক করে নিতে পারো সিলেবাসটা, ঠিক আছে?
মানে ওই লিংক লিস্ট তারপরে কিউ ওগুলো থাকতে পারে?
না 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 না, ওগুলো কি তোমাদের সিলেবাসে আছে?
জানি না, জিজ্ঞেস করছি।
আমি যতদূর মনে হয় দেখিনি, যদি থাকে তাহলে
দেখাই
সেগুলো
যাক,
আমি
দেখি।
বলে দেবো, প্রবলেম নেই, কিন্তু সেই রিলেটেড প্রোগ্রাম হয়তো থাকবে না,
ঠিক আছে
ঠিক আছে? সেটা হয়তো তোমাদের সেমিস্টারে থিওরি এক্সামের জন্য লাগবে, কিন্তু সেই রিলেটেড কোনো প্রোগ্রাম থাকবে না। প্রোগ্রাম এতদিন ধরে যা করছো তার মধ্যেই আসবে, নাথিং এলস।
ঠিক
ওটা
আছে
নিয়ে তো ওরিড হওয়ার কিছু হয়নি, যা এতদিন ল্যাবে করেছো, যা প্রোগ্রামিং অ্যাসাইনমেন্টে করেছো সেরকম টাইপেরই প্রোগ্রাম দেওয়া হবে যাতে সবাই করতে পারো। এরকম কোনো প্রোগ্রাম দেওয়া হবে না যে প্রোগ্রামের মানেই বুঝতে পারলে না, এরকম কোনো প্রোগ্রাম কাউকে দেওয়া হবে না। Abhay, please tell me what you raise
Yes,
your
ma'am.
hand.
How many question will be given?
Question will given in a live session. Either I am giving the question person wise, I am telling that one, you write it in your own, or I am share a word copy, then there is writing there is a question and I am telling which person doing which program.
There will be only one question or more, ma'am.
It is not confirmed till now, because it is depend on the problem statement. If the program is little bit big, then maybe there is a one question, but if you there is a question is a little bit small, then maybe there is a more than one question is there, and it is depend on the user also, because those people actually write a program properly, start जो program पढ़बे उसको जो program मिलेगा, जिसको program थोड़ा weak है जो, उसको same program नहीं मिलेगा, ये तो very clear है, ठीक है? But try to maintain the equality. It is my responsibility that I am maintaining the equality. It is not like that कि जे program जिसको program आता है उसको बहुत सा hard सा एक program मिल गया और जिसको program नहीं आता है उसको एक easy सा program मिल गया. It is not like that. I'm trying my level best to maintain the equality. But how many programs you have, it is not till confirmed from my side. It is depend on the whatever we have the time, whatever how the connection is there, because if there is a more than one program, it is not possible that complete it within 1 hour. It is not possible. So it is depend on situation. See what's happened, but there is a examination, and prepare yourself for that. Others instruction I am giving you later. Okay, and don't worry, don't panic. এমন কিছু প্রোগ্রাম বা এমন কিছু